press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, how are you all? Hope all are you fine and safe in your home. In today's class, we are going to learn the new poem of your class 5 English, that is The Lazy Frog. What is the name of your poem? That is The Lazy Frog. And in this poem, we are going to learn about the frog which is very lazy. Okay? The frog is very lazy in this poem, and we will learn the story about that lazy frog. Okay? Let's start this. Open page number 78. That is The Lazy Frog. On a school day, you are busy studying, playing and chatting with friends. When you have a holiday from school, what do? Would you behave a little like the frog in the following poem? So, here children, when the school starts, you will get busy, right? Yes, you have to wake up early in the morning, you have to get prepared for your school, you have to do all of your homework, then what you have to eat your breakfast, and then you have to wait for your school van, and next you have to enter the school, and next you have to attend the prayer, then until evening you have to attend all the classes in the school. Next you have to go home back and you have to fresh up, and next you have to do all the homework, and next you have to take dinner, and next what? You will sleep. Okay. In this schedule, in this busy schedule, there is some time for you guys in the break time of the school. Then you are chatting with your friends or completing your homeworks or chatting with your teachers by asking doubts. So like this you will spend that time. But this is the schedule of a school day, that is when school starts. But when the holiday is given from the school, when the holiday is there, how should be your schedule in that day, in that holiday? Yes, you wake up late in the morning, you ate breakfast at late, and next you don't have to go to the school because it's a holiday. Then you have to lie in the bed or watching TVs or playing games. And next, so that is the day you have so many hours to spend, right? So here, this poem is about the lazy frog who is being lazy for a day long. Children, you get lazy when the holiday is there, but you are very busy when the school starts. But this lazy frog is lazy for a day along, and also this continues every day. Okay? So here the poet asks children that, would you feel a little like this frog? Okay, we will see how this frog will be. Then we can answer this question. Okay, let's start this poem. Open page number 79. First I will read this poem, then I will explain it. When I am reading, please go through it. Okay, and when I am saying the difficult words meaning, write down there only so that you can understand properly. Okay. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in a vain, "Come in and help." He does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a lady frog hops past, you'd think he'd get up at last to bow and help her on her way. But no, I'm ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up on one eye. So, Anonymous. Who is the poet of this poem? That is Anonymous. So, in this poem, the poet tells about the lazy frog. And that lazy frog name was Fred. What is Fred? Fred is the name of the frog who is very lazy. Okay? Fred. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. Lolls means what? Write down the meaning. Stand in a lazy or sit or lie. Stand in a lazy, sit or lie. So these are all what indicates? So these are all indicates that he is very lazy fellow because he always lolls upon a log. Log means what? It is a cutted wood. Okay, that is trunk of a tree that has been cutted. Log means trunk of a tree that has been cutted. Okay? What is the meaning of log? Trunk of a tree that has been cutted. So, Fred is the frog name who is very lazy, who always lolls. Lolls means what? Standing in lazy or sitting in lazy manner or lying in lazy manner. On what? On log. Log means trunk of a tree that has been cutted. Understood this? Fred is a very lazy frog who is always lolls on the log. That is, stand or sit or lie in a lazy manner on a trunk which has been cutted. Understood this? He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. He always manages to shirk. Shirk means escape, avoid. Okay? S-H-I-R-K. Shirk means what? Avoid, escape. So what Fred do? He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. Whenever a work is came to him, then he avoid that work or he escape from that work. Okay? That is single stroke of work, means that is a single piece of work which you can do in half an hour or 5 minutes or 10 minutes like that. But then also in that work also he found a laziness because he didn't do that work. He is not interested in doing work or working hard. So he always escapes from the work. He always avoids the work. Understood this? Yes. His poor old mother calls in vain. Come in and help. He does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. So, his poor and old mother calls in vain because the Fred mother is very old and she is what? She is very poor. She always calls him in vain. Vain means it is a useless. Vain is useless. So, the Fred mother is very old and poor. She always calls her son to come and help her. Please son, please Fred, come here and help me to do this work. But that lazy fellow, that lazy Fred is never ever heard of her. Okay, so that is his poor old mother calls in vain. So vain is what? Useless. So these all callings are useless because he won't listen also. If he listen also, then he didn't come. So this is all useless thing of the mother of the Fred. She is all old and poor. And come in and help. He does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. So by hearing the sound of the mother also, he didn't move 2 inches also. He didn't move 2 inches also from where he is lying or sitting or standing. Much preferring means to better. He is accepting that I will just hear her sound. That is hard or simple, not at all. It matters. I will hear, but I won't go to her. Like this, that frog is set in his mind. That is a lazy fellow, that is Fred. Okay, next. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. He lies there in a silent heap. Heap means a great deal. Heap means what? A great deal. Okay? He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. So, hearing the sound of the mother also, he didn't move 2 inches, but he always sleep on the log. He lies there in a silent heap. Heap means he has a great deal with the sleep. He has a great deal with the sleep and that log. So, he never ever leave that log and sleep and come to her mother, his mother, and stays conveniently asleep. So, he is always what do you want? Sleeping or standing or sitting in a lazy fellow like manner. Okay, understood this? He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. So, he is always sleeping on that log and he shouldn't hear her mother's sound and never went to help her. Okay, understood this first para? Okay, next look at the second para. If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to go and help her on her way. So, the poet is telling that he is a very lazy fellow. Fred is very lazy fellow. By hearing his mother's sound also, he didn't move 2 inches. But suppose you think that if a lady frog passes by him, then what he can up and make help to her? Like this, the poet is telling to us. He is asking, should you think that he will do like that? If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to go and help her on her own way. On her way. Bow means what? To bend the head to show respect. If you ever sees elder, you will bow your head. By making this, you will show the respect to the elders. So, like this, women is also a very grateful creature. Very great creatures on the earth, right? So, the poet is telling that Fred is very lazy frog. He shouldn't hear the sound of the mother. But when a lady frog is passed by him, then what he will wake up and take her luggage like this. If he make help to her like this, that poet is asking to us. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. But no, there is no answer because I am very shameless, because he not only sleeping, he always sleeping only, he didn't open his one eye also. So, our expectation is destroyed. Okay? But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. So how much he is very lazy fellow. That is he touches the peak level of the laziness, and he makes a PhD in this laziness, because he doesn't hear the sound of the mother. If he hears also, he stays in that log only. But when a beautiful lady frog passes by him, then also he didn't open up his eye, but then also what is doing? He is sleeping. Okay, understood this? So like that, the lazy frog is that. Okay, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕವಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಸೋಮಾರಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಯನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಪ್ಪೆಯ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಫ್ರೆಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಕಪ್ಪೆಯ ಹೆಸರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೂ ಲೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಡೇ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎ ಲಾಗ್. ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ? ದಿನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಅವನು ಒಂದೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡದೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ? ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಕೊಂಬೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೋಂಬೇರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಮಾಡದೆ ದಿನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಕೊಂಬೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಸ್ ಟು ಶೋರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಕ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಅವನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದ್ದ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದಿನ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವರ್ಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವರ್ಕ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಅದರಿಂದ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಿಸ್ ಪೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವೈನ್, ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್, ಹಿ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಾದರ್. ಅವನ ಒಂದು ವಯಸ್ಸಾದಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ಬಡತನದಿಂದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಬಡವಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತಾಯಿ ಅವನನ್ನು ಕರೀತಾಳೆ, ಬಾ ಮಗನೇ, ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡು, ನನಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನನಗೊಬ್ಳಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಬಾ ಮಗನೇ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತುಂಬ ಸಲ ಕರೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ to move, come in and help, he does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. ಒಬ್ಬ ತಾಯಿ, ಯಾರು? ಫ್ರೆಡ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ತುಂಬ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಬಡವಳಾಗಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ? ಬಾ ಮಗನೇ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಲೆಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಕಿವಿನೇ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು 2 ಇಂಚು ಕೂಡ ಅವನೇನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಲ್ಲೇ ಆ ಲಾಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೊರತು ಆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? 2 ಇಂಚಸ್, ಒಂದು 2 ಇಂಚು ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಟು ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋದೇ ಬೆಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಕೂಗಲಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಕರೀಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಬೈಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ. and he lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಒಂದು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಶಬ್ದವಾದ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಮುಳುಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುಳುಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ನಿದ್ದೆಯನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಯೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅವನು ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿರೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು? ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ ಇದು? ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೋಮಾರಿ ಕಪ್ಪೆ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮುಂದೂಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಫ್ ಎ ಲೇಡಿ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್, ಯು ವುಡ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಹಿ ವುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಹರ್ ಓನ್ ಹರ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕವಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಚ್ಚರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಚ್ಚರ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಅದು ಎಚ್ಚರ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆಗೆ ಇದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು, ತನ್ನ ತಲೆಯನ್ನು ಬಗ್ಸೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕವಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಆ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕರೆದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆನ ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಎದ್ದೇಳ್ತಾನ, ಎದ್ದು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕವಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ನೀವು ಆ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಿರೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವನು ಎಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸೋಮಾರಿ ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಅವನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೋಮಾರಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಪ್ಪೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಕಪ್ಪೆ ತನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಕಣ್ಣೆತ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ನೋಡದೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಣ್ಣು ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ತೆಗಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಶೇಮ್ಲೆಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕವಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಪೋಯಮ್? ಓಕೆ. So this is the poem about what? A lazy frog who is a very lazy. Okay, understood this? I will give you the notes in the next class. Okay, hope you understood this poem. Thank you.